people, this is Sonali, the Melodramatic Bookworm. If you've been here before, welcome back. If you are new to my channel, then welcome to the Melodramatic Bookworm family. I make book related videos on this channel and occasionally a few travel related and a few movie related videos as well. And I post on Tuesdays, Thursdays and Saturdays. So if you like what you see, then don't forget to hit subscribe and click on the bell icon beside the subscribe button to get notified as and when I post new videos. As you can tell by the title of this video and also by the empty bookshelves behind me, this is a bookshelf reorganization, and I am very scared because there are a lot of books that I am planning to arrange here. This is the shelf that we got. This is 6 feet tall and it can hold 2 rows of books. So I will show you the mess that is this room and the way I will be, not the way I will be, I need to still think of how I will be arranging my books, but I will show you around the room and then I will start arranging it. Plus I'll also change into something more comfortable so that I can work around the room. So as you can see, as I've already showed you in my bookshelf tour for this year, these are one of the shelves. Okay, this is the camera that I was using. Please don't get scared when I turn around and show you the mess that is on the other side of the room, because it's a lot. Okay, ready? Here you go. There are books there, there are books there, there are books here, everywhere. Books everywhere. So basically these are the shelves, the books that I have to arrange here. Good luck to me because there are also books on that chair below that bag. Okay, so first off, I'm sorry about the lighting because this camera is sitting in a weird angle right now. But first off, what we are supposed to do is Okay, so guys, I finished arranging the books in the top shelves. What do you call it? In the second row, in the back row. Yeah, that's the word. I'm a writer, I know words. So I finished doing that, and now I'll be taking a small break, coffee break, before I get to the others. I'm trying to do is I'm trying to fill in all the back rows of all these shelves and then come to the front rows, because then I'll have to do a tour kind of thing, and I've already filled this in and I have a huge task ahead of me. We've got to do whatever we've got to do. Guys, we are calling it a day for today because I'm tired, and it doesn't look like this is going to be done anytime soon, and the light is also gone. Yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.
Technically, you'll see it in the same video, but still.
Hey people, this is day 2 of the bookshelf reorganization and bookshelf tour, which I will be doing later. But I just wanted to update you on the status, because we did get quite a bit done yesterday. So we finished the first row, both front and back, and then I've only been putting in the back the books at the back and then leaving them as it is, because I want to do a whole bookshelf tour and I want to show you the books that are there behind the front row of books as well. So once I do that, I will stack on all the books in the front. So let me just show you how much we got done yesterday, and then we will jump on to reorganizing today and getting this whole thing sorted. So we got through this much. The first row is all done. The second row, only the back rows are done, second and third, and then that only the back row is done. There are a few books there and these are yet to be sorted. I'm also planning to shift these to this one. There are books behind, if you can see here as well. So this is what we've got done with yesterday, and now on to today's job, which is I think going to be a lot more difficult because I have to clean up the whole room. That means cleaning this up, cleaning that up, and then there are books there as I showed you yesterday, and then I'm going to be, emptying these shelves. That last row will remain, but I'll be emptying these shelves so that my mother-in-law can use it for her books. Yeah, there also it's a little bit of a chaos here. So I need to wrap up everything and I don't know how it's going to go. And it's going to be a job. It's I think about 2:15 in the afternoon right now. And yeah, I'm estimating this is not going to be over before 6 in the evening. Good luck to me. I did as much rearranging as I could do for the back rows, and four of these shelves, the back rows of four of these rows are filled. So what I'm going to do now is take these down, the front rows, and then I will do a tour and then put it together towards the end. So that's the plan for now. So guys, I managed to fill in 1, 2, 3, 4, the fourth one that you can see, but you will see in the bookshelf tour. And what I am planning to do now is put all my book sleeves in the bottommost row, because there's place over there and I don't know what to do with it. And since book sleeves, I don't use it that often since we don't go out anymore, so I thought that would be a good usage of that place. And yeah, so let me just show you my book sleeve collection, because I am that proud of it. Okay, first of all, this is a book cover. Okay, it opens like this. You put a book like this, put its covers into these pockets, and then do it. I'll just show you. Like this, or sorry, you just put it like this and you can read. This is for paperbacks, and I got one for hardcovers as well, which I'll show you. It's a little bigger. I love this design. By the way, this is from Reading Owl Creations on Instagram. If you want to go check her out, most of my book sleeves and these, merch, they are from her, and I absolutely love their work. Some mother-daughter duo who does this, and I love them, absolutely love them. And then my book sleeves. These are all the sleeves that I have. I don't know if you can see them. These are all the sleeves. I have about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 sleeves. A Song of Ice and Fire box set. So what I'm now doing is, I'm supposed to be clearing these 2 shelves for my mom-in-law. So she said 2 rows over here is enough. So what I'm doing is, all the books from here that I know I won't be reading anytime soon, or which I don't want to give away, I will put it in the 3rd line. So that's what I'm doing from here to here. And I'm also noting them down so that I can know where any particular book is at any time. Hey guys, so I'm done with the reorganization, and I'm actually done with the whole process of cleaning out these shelves and cleaning out this shelf, not cleaning out, arranging books on this shelf. So I know that the light is a little not good, because it started raining and I couldn't film properly. I mean, there's still a lot of stuff that I have to do. There's a lot of, I'm counting my books, and I'm looking through the books that I want to give away. I found a bunch of them that I need to give away. I want to give away, more like. And that plus there's a carton of books. I won't be filming that. So the thing is, the bookshelf tour that I planned, so that will come after this section. So you will see the books at the back first, and then you will see this one. So if there's a change in light, which obviously is, so that's exactly why it happened, because the sun sets and then it starts raining. It started at around 5 o'clock, I think, and now it's 6:45 and it's been raining non-stop. But I thought I need to finish this today, and yeah, I'm so happy. So here's a tour of the books that are in the back rows of these shelves, and that is not yet arranged, so that's going to be like that until I do it. So let's just go through this so that I can get on with arranging the front rows later. So first I need to step on a stool so that I don't have to crane my neck. Okay, so here we are. This is the first shelf. So here we have Fortune Soldier, The Island, The Snowman, Othello, The Memory Keeper's Daughter by Kim Edwards, Zadie Smith, Dera Saja Sauda, The Woman Who Stole My Life by Marion Keyes, I Am the Messenger by Marcus Zusak, The Lollipop Shoes by Joanne Harris, A Horse Walks Into a Bar by David Grossman, Mirror Mirror by Cara Delevingne, Lost Stars by Claudia Gray, Before the Awakening by Greg Rucka, The Girl on the Train by Paula Hawkins, Jack Kerouac's On the Road, Strange the Dreamer by Laini Taylor, The Vintage Teacup Club by Vanessa Green, Maggie and Me, Damien Barr, Truly Devious. I don't have the other two books in the series, so that's why I've pushed it to the back. Moth Smoke by Mohsin Hamid, The 1,000-Year-Old Boy by Ross Welford, The Help by Catherine Stockett, and Fallen Skies by Philippa Gregory. This is the first section. I must tell you, although I should have mentioned this before, but all of these will be unread except for this right here. Now on to this shelf. Here we have, these are a bunch of Jodi Picoult books. Here, Songs of the Humpback Whale, Second Glance, Mercy, Harvesting the Heart, Sing You Home, My Sister's Keeper, which I've already read. Then there's Vanishing Acts, Keeping Faith, Picture Perfect, and then The Storyteller, which I was supposed to have read in July, I think July or August, but I did not. And then there's If You Could See Me Now by Cecilia Ahern, Small Days and Nights by Tishani Doshi. This is Wasted by Ankur Bisin. I really need to get to this. Then there's Sleeping on Jupiter by Anuradha Roy, The Martian by Andy Weir, and The Mountains Echoed by Khaled Hosseini, The Invisible Man by H.G. Wells, Starter for 10 by David Nichols, Renegades. This is also part of a series, and I don't know if I will be reading this anytime soon. And there's The Revenant, Lion, Mistress, and Her Fearful Symmetry. At least for these two shells, I won't be needing the stool. I don't need to stand on it because it's at my height. Okay, so we're going there first. Here we have The Unlikely Pilgrimage of Harold Fry. Then there's The Century Trilogy by Ken Follett, The Rosie Project by Graham Simpson, The Sellout by Paul Beatty, The Return by Victoria Hislop. And then onto these. Go Set a Watchman by Harper Lee, Miss Leila Armed and Dangerous by Manu Joseph, if I can change the angle, yes. Then there's An Era of Darkness by Shashi Tharoor, Why I Am a Hindu by Shashi Tharoor. Then there's Exit West by Mohsin Hamid. Then The Horse Whisperer by Nicholas Evans. And now onto this tag. Bossy Pants by Tina Fey, Jeet Thiel's Narcopolis. Then this is an omnibus kind of book. It has two sets of short stories. Harun and the Sea of Stories and Luca and the Fire of Life. Yes. Then there's Stephen and Owen King's Sleeping Beauties, Anuja Chandramauli's Muhammad bin Tughlaq, The 100-Year-Old Man Who Climbed Out of the Window and Disappeared by Jonas Jonasson, and its sequel, The Accidental Further Adventures of the 100-Year-Old Man. And then there's Hippie by Paulo Coelho, I See You by Claire McIntosh, All the Crooked Saints by Maggie Stiefvater. Now on to this shelf. Here we have Good Omens by Terry Pratchett and Neil Gaiman, The Stranger by Harlan Coben. This is the third in the Millennium Trilogy by Stieg Larsson. The second is over here. Then My Husband and Other Animals. And then there's a bunch of Bill Bryson books. Down Under, Made in America, Notes from a Big Country, Notes from a Small Island. And then Autobiography of a Yogi by Paramahansa Yogananda. That's not by Bill Bryson. Okay. And now there's Eleanor and Park. This we've already gone through. Then 52 Red Pills, The Girl with the Lower Back Tattoo by Amy Schumer. Then Vanessa Green's The Seafront Tea Rooms. Then there's The Mermaid and Mrs. Hancock, 281 and Beyond, The Empire of the Mughals, The Serpent's Tooth. This is the 5th in the series. Then there's Sita, Bill Bryson. This is kind of, there are 2 books in here, The Lost Continent and Neither Here Nor There. And then The Complete Fiction of H.P. Lovecraft. This is the shelf for you. You know what happened? The camera that I was using to vlog and show you, do a tour kind of thing, it died out. I've put it on charge and I've just been sitting here and reading. I'll show you what book. Cinderella is Dead. I've been reading this book. So once that is done, I'll show you the rest and then I will get to arranging. So as you saw, I did a little bit of reading till the time this charged. So I hope it stays until I, get through the whole thing. And then I can charge it until I rearrange the whole thing and then I can do another one. So I'm kind of hoping that this stays until then. Please just give me like 20 minutes and I'll be done. So we are now going to go to this shelf and then this and then this and then this. And then, yeah. Okay, so here we have Hotel by Arthur Haley, Cecilia Ahern's The Gift, Cecilia Ahern's the Thanks for the Memories, The Versions of Us by Laura Barnett. This is the Whiteacre Trilogy by Philippa Gregory. And then there's Memoirs of a Geisha by Arthur Golden. And then here we have A Portrait of the Artist as a Young Man by James Joyce, The History of Love by Nicole Krauss, The Mistress of Spices by Chitra Banerjee Devakaruni, Love in the Time of Cholera by Gabriel Garcia Marquez, 100 Years of Solitude by Gabriel Garcia Marquez. I blanked out there for a second. And then there's The Odyssey by Homer, Selection Day by Arvind Adiga, Harvest by Jim Crace. And then on to this stack, Catch-22 by Joseph Heller, The Mystic Monsieur by V.S. Naipaul, I, Robot by Isaac Asimov. Then there's a bunch of Cecilia Ahern books here as well. The Year I Met You, A Roar, Lyrebird, The Marble Collector. And then there's the giant Shantaram. So we're done with this and now we need to go here. These are all red books. So red as in not the color red, like R-E-A-D red, books that I have already read. Haha. So let's start from here. Little Women, Heidi, Eat, Pray, Love, Wild Embers, Great Goddesses, both by Nikita Gill, Wonder Woman Warbringer, and Batman Nightwalker, The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. This is the first in the Millennium Trilogy. And then On the Come Up, When Breath Becomes Air, You Will Be Safe Here. And then we go to these books. Seeing Like a Feminist, Ghachar Ghochar. No, this is Ghachar Ghochar. Everything. Cobalt Blue, Norse Mythology, Mudbound, All Your Perfects, Kafka on the Shore, Me Before You, After You, these two by Jojo Moyes, The Palace of Illusions by Chitra Banerjee Devakaruni, Leah on the Offbeat by Becky Albertalli. And then I have 3 John Green books, An Abundance of Catherines, Looking for Alaska and Paper Towns. And then The Sun is also a star, The Best at It. And now from here, we go to this one. So let's go from left to right. This one here, this is Tales from Shakespeare by Charles Lamb. Then this is Emma by Jane Austen, Kim by Rudyard Kipling, The 11th Commandment by Jeffrey Archer, A Pelican at Blandings by P.G. Wodehouse. This is The Fall by Albert Camus, The Canterbury Tales by Geoffrey Chaucer, Silas Marner by George Eliot, Northanger Abbey by Jane Austen, Julius Caesar by William Shakespeare, The Theban Plays by Sophocles, For Whom the Bell Tolls by Ernest Hemingway, Tess of the D'Urbervilles by Thomas Hardy, Crime and Punishment by Fyodor Dostoevsky. Now on to this stack. No Country for Old Men by Cormac McCarthy, Far From the Madding Crowd by Thomas Hardy, The Hobbit and the Lord of the Rings series by J.R.R. Tolkien, and then the 2 books in the Bone series, the second and third, Bone Supremacy and the Bone Ultimatum by Robert Ludlum. And then we go here, The Food Taster by Peter Elbling, Oxygen Manifesto by Atulya Mishra, Black Beauty by Anna Sewell, As You Like It by William Shakespeare, The White Tiger by Aravind Adiga, The Improbability of Love by Hannah Rothschild, The Husband's Secret by Liane Moriarty, and this is The Hunchback of Notre Dame by Victor Hugo, Ben-Hur by Lou Wallace, The Selected Poems of John Keats and David Copperfield by Charles Dickens. We're done with this. Now let's go here. This is empty. Let's see what I can fit there. State of Fear by Michael Crichton. Birds of Prey by Wilbur Smith. Grease on My Wheels by Edward Enfield. Vampire Labyrinth. This is G.P. Taylor. And this is Don Quixote by Cervantes. The Other Side of the Story by Marion Keyes. Summer at the Lake by Erica James. Song of the Skylark by Erica James as well. Then onto this stack. The Household Guide to Dying by Deborah Adelaide. Susan Lewis's Too Close to Home. And then there's Hunting Unicorns by Bella Pollen, or The Fix by David Baldacci. Hoshang Merchant and Akshay Kerath's Gay Icons of India. Espresso Tales and 44 Scotland Street by Alexander McCall Smith. And then there's Daddy's Gone Hunting by Mary Higgins Clark. Chocolate and Peaches for Monsieur Le Cure by Joanne Harris. We are done with this and this. Now we go here. This is Long Way Down by Ewan McGregor and Charlie Boorman. The Secret Pilgrim by John le Carre. This is The Russia House by John le Carre. And now on to this one. This is an old edition of Lady Chatterley's Lover by D.H. Lawrence. Black Orchids by Gillian Slovo. Sea Glass by Anita Shreve. Mein Kampf by Adolf Hitler. Three Men in a Boat by Jerome K. Jerome. Child 44 by Tom Rob Smith. Mark Haddon's The Red House. A Spot of Bother by Mark Haddon again. Phenomena by Martin Sixsmith. The Incredulity of Father Brown by G.K. Chesterton. Marker by Robin Cook. Leaves of Grass by Walt Whitman. Three Wishes and The Last Anniversary by Lion Moriarty. Hercule Poirot's Short Stories by Agatha Christie. John le Carre's The Constant Gardener. Behold America by Sarah Churchwell. Just says Joseph Anton, a memoir. I don't know if Salman Rushdie was writing as Joseph Anton or what. I'm not really sure about that. This shelf does not have anything in the back. I'm just using it for storage at the moment. So we are done with the back rows of all these shelves. So I'm done with arranging the books on my shelf, people. And I'm so happy. I was just sitting there staring at it for 5 minutes. And now I'm going to show you all the books that are there in these shelves, the front rows. Let's go here first. It's going to be a little bit shaky and there's going to be some background noise because it's raining. Okay, so here we have his Dark Materials by Philip Pullman. The ABC Murders by Agatha Christie. Bookworm by Lucy Mangan. My Grandmother Sends Her Regards and Apologizes by Frederick Backman. Bedtown by Frederick Backman. The Tattooist of Auschwitz by Heather Morris. And then its companion novel Silka's Journey. And then there's Avarana by S.L. Bhairappa. Then there's City of Girls. The books that you see like this, I've already read. Then there's Still Me by Jojo Moyes. Such a Fun Age by Kylie Reid. All the Lives We Never Lived by Anuradha Roy. Man's Search for Meaning by Viktor E. Frankl. A Little Life by Hanya Yanagihara. Purple Hibiscus by Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie. Sapiens and Homo Deus by Yuval Noah Harari. Then Elephant Oliver. Okay, very nice. Eleanor Oliphant is Completely Fine by Gail Honeyman. Why I'm No Longer Talking to White People About Race by Renee Edo Lodge. Then One of Us is Lying and One of Us is Next by Karen M. McManus. And then there's Maeve Binchy's Scarlet Feather. I love this book. Now here. And I am extremely proud of this particular section, because somehow it's so coordinated. The colors and all are popping out while being muted. Aurora Rising and Aurora Burning by Amy Kaufman and Jay Christoph. The first three in the Ember Quartet by Sabah Tahir. The Sense of an Ending by Julian Barnes. Anne of Green Gables by L.M. Montgomery. And then there's The Priory of the Orange Tree by Samantha Shannon. Half the Night is Gone by Amitabh Bakshi. Ninth House by Leigh Bardugo. King of Scars by Leigh Bardugo. Six of Crows and Cricket Kingdom by Leigh Bardugo. And then there's the Devabad Trilogy by S.A. Chakraborty. Then Fingersmith by Sarah Waters. Crescent City by Sarah J. Maas. And now we'll go here. So here we have Heads You Win by Jeffrey Archer. Maybe You Should Talk to Someone by Lori Gottlieb. Then there's Black Leopard, Red Wolf by Marlon James. My Dark Vanessa by Kate Elizabeth Russell. The Water Dancer by Ta-Nehisi Coates. Delayed Rays of a Star by Amanda Lee Coe. The Giver of Stars by Jojo Moyes. Being Reshma by Reshma Qureshi and Tanya Singh. Before the Coffee Gets Cold by Toshikazu Kawaguchi. Charlie Savage by Roddy Doyle. Mouse by Art Spiegelman. And then there's the Winter Night Trilogy by Catherine Arden. The Goldfinch by Donna Tartt. The Henna Artist by Alka Joshi. The Poppy War by R.F. Kuang. Against the Loveless World by Susan Abulhava. Girl in White Cotton by Avni Doshi. And then there's Ahalya by Koral Dasgupta. Here is Sea Prayer by Khaled Hosseini. Sleeper and the Spindle by Neil Gaiman. Watchmen by Alan Moore and Dave Gibbons. Phenomenal. And then here we have Becoming by Michelle Obama. Sophie Kinsella's I've Got Your Number. We're done with this. Now we're going here. Okay. Jude the Obscure by Thomas Hardy. Emma by Jane Austen. These two are Penguin Cloudbounds. Rebecca by Daphne du Maurier. I'll be reading this soon. Haha. The Lowland and Unaccustomed Earth by Jhumpa Lahiri. Less by Andrew Sean Greer. The Nightingale by Kristen Hanna. Sing Unburied Sing by Jasmine Ward. Here is The Beehive by Sarah Crossan. Bone China and The Silent Companions by Laura Purcell. Make Time, How to Focus on What Matters Every Day by Jake Knapp and John Zeratsky. The Adivasi Will Not Dance by Hansda Savendra Shekhar. The Family Tree by Saidish Hussain. The Wild Way Home by Sophie Kirtley. The 40 Rules of Love by Elif Shafak. A Woman Is No Man by Etaf Rum. If on a Winter Night a Traveler by Italo Calvino. The Astonishing Color of After by Emily X. Arpan. Then there's The Underground Railroad by Colson Whitehead. How We Fight for Our Lives by Saeed Jones. Hunted by the Sky by Tanaz Bhatena. Then there's The Collected Poems by Chinua Achebe. No Regrets by Kaveri Bamzai. And then we have here Camp by L.C. Rosen. We also have Daisy Jones and the Six, 2 copies. And then there's The Queen of Hearts. And then there's Sussy. So we're done with this. Now, on to this one. There's The First Phone Call from Heaven by Mitch Albom. Graham Norton's Holding. Half of a Yellow Sun by Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie. The Ibis Trilogy by Amitav Ghosh. Sea of Poppies, River of Smoke, Flood of Fire. The Music of Solitude by Krishna Sopti. Mohan Swami by Vasudhendra. Bahut Dur Kitna Dur Hota Hai by Manav Kaul. Funny Boy by Shyam Selvadurai. Everything Here is Beautiful by Mira T. Lee. A Short History of Nearly Everything by Bill Bryson. Finding Chica by Mitch Albom. Jane Eyre by Charlotte Bronte. Uncommon Type by Tom Hanks. Humankind by Rutger Bregman. Swing Time by Zadie Smith. The Bone Season series by Samantha Shannon. The Bone Season, The Mime Order, The Song Rising. And then Of Mice and Men by John Steinbeck. The Starless Sea and Bridge of Clay. We're done with this. The third one. And then now on to this one. These are books that I've already read and loved. We have Dear Ijabale, or A Feminist Manifesto in 15 Suggestions by Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie. Then For One More Day by Mitch Albom. Art Matters by Neil Gaiman and Chris Riddell. The Mercies, With the Fire on High, Fight Like a Girl by Clementine Ford. Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen. Swimming in the Dark by Thomas Jadrowski. Little Women and Good Wives by Louisa May Alcott. The Night Circus by Erin Morgenstern. Simon vs. the Homo Sapiens Agenda by Becky Albertalli. When I Hit You by Meena Kandaswamy. What We Talk About When We Talk About Rape by Sohaila Abdullali. Fierce Fairy Tales by Nikita Gill. The Guernsey Literary and Potato Peel Pie Society by Marianne Schaffer and Annie Barrows. Then there's The Song of Achilles by Madeline Miller. A Man Called Uwe. The Hate You Give. The Fault in Our Stars. The Book Thief by Marcus Zusak. Children of Blood and Bone by Tomia Adeyemi. The Poet X by Elizabeth Acevedo. One Day by David Nichols. Then there are 2 Matt Haig books. There's Reasons to Stay Alive and Notes on a Nervous Planet by Matt Haig. This is a bunch of postcards that we got from Melbourne. Okay, so we are done with these 3. Now, I have to sit down. So here we have the Throne of Glass series, except the last one, Kingdom of Ash. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and a prequel novella kind of thing. Then there's Wilder Girls. These 2 I've already read. Obviously, I explained why I did this. The Forest of Enchantments and Turtles All the Way Down. Then there's Frankly in Love by David Hume. Big Magic by Elizabeth Gilbert. Estuary by Perumal Murugan. Then there's the Miss Peregrine's series. 1, 2, 3, 4. You Beneath Your Skin by Damayanti Biswas. Spin the Dawn by Elizabeth Lim. Frankenstein by Mary Shelley. Calypso by David Sedaris. Sophie Kinsella's Christmas Shopaholic. So we're done with this. Now let's go here. These are books that I've read. These are Agatha Christie books that I've read. These I haven't. I didn't know where else to put this box set. And this was empty, so I just put it here. So let's go one by one. The Murder of Roger Ackroyd. There are 2 copies of Murder in Mesopotamia. The Clocks. Agatha Christie's autobiography. Crooked House. Ordeal by Innocence. The Seven Dials Mystery. Sparkling Cyanide. Lord Edgware Dies. The Mysterious Affair at Styles. N or M. Poirot's Early Cases. Giant's Bread, where Agatha Christie is writing as Mary Westmacott. And then 5 Little Pigs. Then this is the Song of Ice and Fire series. That is all the books that are out at the moment. Fire and Blood by George R.R. Martin. And the graphic novels for To Kill a Mockingbird. We're done with this. Now we're going here. I have to tell you, this set is my TBR for September. So I plan to use a part of this shelf to keep my TBR books here. Okay, so let's go from here. Bloodline by Claudia Gray. This is a Star Wars book. Yeah, the Percy Jackson series. And Men Without Women by Haruki Murakami. Erotic Stories for Punjabi Widows by Bali Kaur Jaswal. Drive Your Plow Through the Bones of the Dead by Olga Tokarczuk. Cecilia Ahern's Postscript, which is sequel to P.S. I Love You. We Are All Completely Beside Ourselves by Karen Joy Fowler. Midnight's Children by Salman Rushdie. India, A History by John Key. Americana by Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie. I've read this book. Churchill's Secret War by Madhushree Mukherjee. The Moment of Lift by Melinda Gates. Joy at Work by Marie Kondo and Scott Sonnenschein. A Song of Rates and Ruin by Roseanne Brown. Everything Under by Daisy Johnson. Mohini by Anuja Chandramouli. The Loneliness of Hira Borua by Arupa Patangya Kalita. The Catcher in the Rye by J.D. Salinger, Tuesdays with Maury by Mitch Albom, and A Burning by Megha Majumdar. This is done. Now on to the last shelf. These are a bunch of Jeffrey Archer books. I've read all of them, but I just wanted to display here. I didn't want it to be empty. So we have A Prisoner of Birth, Telltale, which is a collection of short stories, Nothing Ventured, and then this is the Clifton Chronicles, Only Time Will Tell, and The Sins of the Father, Best Kept Secret, Be Careful What You Wish For, Mightier Than the Sword, Come at the Hour, and This Was a Man. And then there are the Tinkle comics. I have a bunch of them because one of my very close friends, she sent these over to me. And then there are the book covers that I showed to you, and then these are my book sleeves. That's what I have so far. And now let me show you these shelves which I have emptied. These are books that I will be unhauling, and these are the books that will remain on the far end because I won't be needing them anytime soon. Just look at these. I won't be reading out all the names because yeah, my throat is dry. And I'm not going to go to the far right because yeah, I've banished them to the very end. Banish. Okay, now here there's still space here so that I can store anything that I want. This is the first, like Redemption by David Baldacci, You Are Not Alone by Greer Hendricks and Sarah Pekkanen, Geektionary by Star Wars, Siddhartha, Metamorphosis, the Grisha trilogy, November 9 by Colleen Hoover, Evil Under the Sun, Secret Tales. This was the review copy which I still haven't gotten to. The Graveyard Book, 1,000 Perfect Notes, The Little Prince, The Time Traveler's Wife, Train to Pakistan, The Worst Daughter Ever, On Women, M and the Big Home, 50 Cups of Coffee, The Grown Up, P.G. Woodhouse's, Right Ho Jeeves, My Sister the Serial Killer, The Handmaid's Tale, Cartus Postalis from Greece, A Very Large Expanse of Sea, To the Lighthouse, Wonder, Persepolis, Koi Good News, Things Fall Apart, The Diary on the Fifth Floor. And then there's Birthday Girl, Gone Girl, To Kill a Mockingbird, Alphabet Soup for Lovers, Jeffrey Archer's 4 books. There are 2 copies, one mine and one my husband's, 12 Red Herrings, Cat o' Nine Tails, and Cain and Abel. And here we have, I'm not going to read all of them out. This is Aristotle and Dante Discover the Secrets of the Universe. Okay. So that is the shelf. This is the emptied shelf. And this is my bookshelf. So that was my bookshelf reorganization and bookshelf tour, guys. What did you think of this video? Did you like it? Did you not like it? Do you like the whole concept of this, video? And did you enjoy watching this? And let me know in the comments below, what are your thoughts about this video? What do you think I should do next? And yeah, let's chat. If you like this video, please like it and share it to spread the word. And if you like my content and would like to see more from me, don't forget to hit subscribe and click on the bell icon beside the subscribe button to get notified as and when I post new videos. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Until next time, keep reading, keep watching, and add melodrama to your life.